Oscario Tuason Jr. Okay, I think one of the best friends of my brother. That's when my mom looked at them and said, "Have you heard?" And they said, "No." "Heard what?" And so she says, "The plane of our children are missing." And that's when they all started cracking, breaking up. So that's how it was for that day. I think it took a couple of days, but usually an airline will only call you that it's missing is because they know it's got to be on the ground because it's been enough hours that there's no more fuel left in the plane. They just say it's missing because they just don't know where it is. The crash, the investigation that I understand, they had no black boxes at that time. It was a Comet 4 aircraft, the first jet airliner. 24 scouts came from all over the country.
They're very young. So for the public, this was a very big deal because having such young boys representing their country passing away in such a manner was heroic in many ways.
The body of my brother was found with two other scouts. I think Mang Karing Tuason's son is there. They were the first to be found, sort of together. And my uncle, I had two uncles who had to fly to Bombay to identify the body, and they were sure it was my brother because his uniform was full of names. We, as a family, we typically have name tags on all our clothes. And that's why, to us, it's important that we all have name tags.
It's a running joke.
In all our clothes, because that was the one way we knew it was him. Everything, from socks to neckerchief, had name tags. And handkerchief. In Greece, when the news broke out, they, of course, the whole camp went into mourning and they brought all flags down to half-mast. There were 3 other scouts in the Philippines who couldn't make it with that contingent for many reasons. One was he was sick on that day of departure, and the other didn't have enough money to actually make it. So the Philippines managed to send 3 scouts, and they caught up with the Jamboree several days later. And they were the 3 who represented the Philippines. And that's why we knew it was him. And we knew his seatmates, so we figured who the other 2 might have been were his seatmates, and one was Oscario Tuason Jr. And so they were brought back, and I remember the day in the airport when they were lying on the tarmac in wooden caskets. And they draped the Philippine flag on it, and that's where all the ceremonies began. Well, I'm not sure who the mayor of Quezon City was at that time, but he was